You like all of the rest, I would have quit you long ago, but I couldn't do that. Oh, tell me now, women and wine never went too well. Make a man crazy, make him cold as hell. I know, woman, that you wish me well, but in spite of your try, still gonna have to fight my way through. Like the mist of morning, my dream remains, hanging in the burnt fields of my memory. Time is the chorus of your disdain, and behind me, I'm searching solutions on a double on this 2-ton telephone. My friend says you ain't got no real troubles, just too many choices that you left undone. My friend says put an action to those words, put an action to those words, and I'll come. Oh, tell me now, women and wine never went too well. Make a man crazy, make him cold as hell. I know, woman, that you wish me well, but in spite of your trial, I'm still gonna have to find my own way through. Happy Monday night, everybody. Every time I see you now, get that look in my eye. Every time I see your mouth, I hear that smile. Early misty morning, lighter, heard the engine in the old Ford outside. You were leaving me again today. You convinced me again today that you're leaving this hard town, looking for someone else's golden ring. Should we say so long, Susanna? Hush now, don't you cry. So long, Susanna. Don't you cry for me. That is a good dog. That is a good singing dog. That is what it sounds like when Champ is on. That was good. That's a good dog. That is chicken stick good. That was some tasty singing. You were on key. You weren't singing harmonies tonight. You weren't rapping. It was solid. You got through 1.5 songs. That was pretty good. I know. Hello, everybody. Yes, that image is from Forever Hooked. It's apparently his first in the little window. You do a little branded toilet paper, you know it's going to make it on the AI Learning Lab. Freedom came my way that night, just like a jet plane, in and out of sight. I was hauling ass a million miles an hour, wondering how hard I'd hit. When they came into the station, they said I was bad beyond repairs. But I got no qualms with my situation. Say, here I am. So, say, Cherie, 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 won't you dare to? Say, Cherie, 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 won't you dare to? Say, Cherie, Cherie, Cherie. Yeah, leave a message and your number, please. Take a time to want to satisfy me. Take all these old fantasies and send them care of me. All right, let's get this show on the road. There's a lot going on, believe it or not. When did I say it? 2 nights ago? I said I had a feeling that something was happening with OpenAI. Like they were going to announce something or release something. And they released a little thing. We'll play with that. But there's a big release today from one of their competitors. So I would say there are now three major players in the LLM space. In a westerly direction, this car is my train. I've been driving, I've been wondering what it is I'm running from again. I feel like an 80-year-old man holding on to 29. And up ahead on that horizon is a California line. Up ahead a truck's carrying a wide load, prefab house cut in half, cute little front door and 2 windows, my lord. Ain't sure whether to cry or should laugh. See, I broke home up myself once. As I stumbled to that door, I read her note by the dawn's light. Said, don't you come round here anymore. All right, enough guitar playing. Enough dog singing, guitar playing, half-assed covers. The Daily Jank with Frank. The Daily Jank with Frank. I didn't make any progress on that today, so he's going to have to wait. Frank's going to have to wait. But we do have a lot to talk about. Oh my God, I just realized Robin Williams' routine called something Frank. Oh my God. That's awesome. Oh man. Welcome everybody. This is the AI Learning Lab. My name's Kyle Shannon. The hair is a little helmet-like, but that's okay. We'll go with that. We'll go with the helmet look tonight. And what else? Yeah, Claude 3 we're going to talk about. here's what we're gonna walk through tonight, and we're gonna actually play with some of these because there's some big deals. There's Claude. So if you don't know Claude, the company is Anthropic, and Claude was the first one to have a large context window. They went to 100,000 token context window before anyone else, and they launched a version 3 of their model today, and it's a big deal. And they launched 3 versions of it. We're going to go play with that a little bit. ChatGPT launched a baby feature. It's cool, but it's a baby feature. Right before I came on, I was on Twitter and I saw Stability AI just launched a image to 3D object model. Or 3D object, 3D world, image to 3D something from Stability. So that seemed like a big deal. And then Perplexity has incorporated playground.com as their official image generator. So Perplexity now has image generation. And Claude now has Vision. So you can upload images to Claude. So it's like there's some shit popping. And then there's a lot of the chat TMZers on Twitter are like, well, come on, Sam Altman. Everyone's launching new things that they're saying as good as you. Why don't you launch GPT-5 now? I don't think they're going to launch GPT-5, but they could drop Sora. They could drop Sora. Here's the thing about Sora, the new video model. I don't think it's going to be fast, and I think it's going to be really expensive. So I think there will be less buzz about Sora once it actually drops, just because not as many people are going to be able to use it. But it's so good that you're going to have real filmmakers and story makers that start adopting it, and then you're going to have runway ML storytellers that are used to playing with that are going to start playing with. I think you're going to start to see some pretty good stuff. So, yes, I can do that, Danielle. Absolutely. Okay. So, where do we want to start? I have a request. New Sora videos have dropped, Kyle. Okay, we'll go check those out too. Let me go show you something here. If you're brand new here, where's my... Oh, it's way over there. That's why. If you're brand new here, you should go check this out, the Salon.ai, and click on the first link at that URL. And that's going to take you over to the AI Salon. And the AI Salon is a super cool group of AI enthusiasts that you should definitely check out. And when you get there, hang on, let me get appropriate screen brightness going. When you get there, check out Welcome to the Salon. Check out our values. And if you dig what we're up to, and you should, because it's fucking awesome and this community is amazing, then what you should do is go introduce yourself. First thing you should do is introduce yourself. For people that have been here before, here's my request. When we're doing sort of image drops that are part of a TikTok live, don't drop them in show and tell. Drop them down in the irregulars channel, just because there's a lot of people coming in from a lot of different places other than TikTok now. And so a lot of times we're dropping things that are kind of inside jokes, like Champy doing chicken sticks, which that's really cute, by the way. Ooh, that's nice, Danielle. Beautiful. Drop them in the irregulars channel. So down toward the bottom here, community clubs, we have the AI irregulars have our own channel. So if you're dropping images related to the lives, drop them in irregulars rather than show and tell. Just to because it's easier for me to find stuff if they're all in the same place, but also I've been getting some complaints that it's a little confusing because we kind of go in and overwhelm show and tell. So do that. The other thing, if you're new here, is go introduce yourself, and then the third link down, the two links underneath introduce yourself, is a page called AI Launchpad and Tools. This is a page that I curate. There's two things here. One is just a big old sort of community free for all. If you think there's cool tools out there, you can drop them in there. And then the Salon AI tool picks. This is the list that I maintain. Apple released a laptop AI today. Good Lord, I didn't see that. Hang on. So wait. There's new. Let me add this to my notes. New Sora videos. And then Apple AI laptop. I'll go check that out. I doubt they. I saw a rumor today that iOS 18 is going to have Siri 2, and Siri's not going to suck, and they're going to have a bunch of AI stuff in iOS 18, but we'll see. Apple's also doing weird things with their launches. They're not having launch events, which I don't understand it. Anyway, okay, so if you're just brand new to Chat GPT and to AI, and you're like, but Kyle, where do I start? What do I do? Start here. I talk about how to learn, play, solve, and share. I talk about how to get started with this stuff. And then there's a big, long list of tools to play with. So ChatGPT is one of them. Claude, I actually need to edit this. Watch, we'll edit this right now. Edit. We're going to update this to, what's the date today? The 4th. 3/4/22. We're going to go Claude.ai. Let's see. Updated to Claude. Oh my God, my typing. Claude 3.0 with with haiku, small, sonnet, medium, and opus, large versions of the model. GPT-4 quality now has vision as well. Yeah, Claude's really interesting. So that's kind of at the top of this list now of the second thing below ChatGPT. Anyway, if you're brand new, just start with ChatGPT. Go read. Here's sort of my philosophy on how to have fun with this stuff and not get overwhelmed by it, and then just start with ChatGPT. All right. The other thing that you should check out in let's see. Let me go find it in the Creative Guild. I've got to join this one. Let's see. More. Am I joined? Oh, join. Here we go. Join. Okay. So I'm now part of this. So Danielle, who's an irregular here, we just changed the structure of what we call guilds. And there's now a thing called a creative guild. It used to just be the art guild, and there was a bunch of other stuff in it. And one of the things Danielle's been doing are Mad Libs challenges, where she writes these really cool prompts that you just fill in like Mad Libs and do a challenge. So she just got her own space underneath the Creative Guild. So go find Danielle's Mad Libs challenge and join it, and go make images and drop them in her channel. All right? So go do that. That would be cool too. And then you can also check out the other guilds. So there's Creative Guild, there's a Business Guild, a Technology Guild, and a Social Impact Guild. And then there's community clubs, and there's only one of them right now, and it's ours. We got our own little club. We got our own little club. All right. What are we going to do? Let me go look at my list. We can go look at some new Sora videos. Let's go look at some new Sora videos. Sora. Let's see. Scroll down. Look at my lions. Where are your lions? In the Mad Libs? Flamingos. That's nice, Claire. Ooh, who did this? Brian Whitney, nice. Is that a dude with a lion head? Daniel Dogas. Danielle. Oh, these are cool. Yeah, so go check out the Mad Lib stuff. And then it looks like, oh, okay. You've got two tabs here named the same thing, Danielle. You might want to rename that second one to something else if you know how. If not, we can have Brad help you out, or I might even be able to help out. Okay. So go check that stuff out. Do the Mad Lib, Kyle. Where is the Mad Lib? I don't know which post it is. Hang on. Is this it? Please read the description. Fill in the blanks. All right. Copy and paste the following. Got it. All right. So we're going to go here. We'll hop over to, where do we want to go? Let's go to Ideogram, because Ideogram's kind of new and fun. Well, it's not new, but they have a new model out. So we'll go 16 by 9. And I'm going to turn off magic prompt, because we want this to be the exact prompt from the Mad Lib. Create a hyper detail. So here's how the Mad Libs work. If you're too young to know what a Mad Lib is, then you're a bad person. Because us old people, we knew what Mad Libs were. This is when entertainment was like a pad of paper with paragraphs written in it that had blanks. And it made us happy. We didn't have stupid Angry Birds phone games or whatever you play now with your TikToks and your always on internet. You spoiled children. All right. Create a hyper-detailed, award-winning photograph of a safari guide observing a type of animal, pride of lions, solitary. Okay. Observing a type of animal. Okay. Observing a covey of feral hedgehogs. The guide's expression or action reflects the deep respect for nature. Let's say that. The guide's... Oh wait, I'm gonna get rid of the brackets. And you don't have to tell me that a group of hedgehogs is not called a covey. I know that, but it's funny. The guide's terrified look reflects a deep respect for nature while a unique event. Oh, okay, this is good. While a Category 5 tornado underscores the unpredictability of their job. All right, we're going to go cinematic. Let's see all. I think we'll just do wildlife photography. Cinematic wildlife photography. All right, here we go. So we're doing a covey of feral hedgehogs, a terrified guide, and a Category 5 tornado. All right, here we go. Here we go, people. What we learning tonight? So what I'm doing right now is in the AI Salon, in the Creative Guild, Danielle's got a group called the Mad Libs Challenge. So it's a separate space. And then every week or so, she puts out a Mad Libs challenge, which, by the way, is actually quite remarkable that she's still doing that because she's in the middle of launching her business. So the fact that she's still doing this, we should all give her some kudos and go do this. Oh, this is good. This is good, solid, good fun. I like the composition of that one. I like his look on his face. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like that one. All right, it's between this one. Let's see. That's better composition, but that's just more captivating. All right, so we're going to copy this image, and then we're going to go over to the AI Salon. Oh, do I have to put my prompt in here, right? As well. All right, there's my image. Let me go copy these things. Oh, it did those all as a big giant. Hang on. Did I miss it? Where is it? I lost it. All right, whatever. Let me go get my... Okay, copy. Post. All right, it's in there. Very good. Very good. Now, you don't have to be a dum-dum like me. You can actually make ones that are good. But I think the feral hedgehogs... Oh, I should show you. I've got a... I was walking home with Champy the other night, and there was a feral fucking raccoon that ran up the tree. Let's see. Do I have it here? Yeah. Oh, wait. Look. Oh, wait, I can do it this way. That scary fucker. He was all skinny and mangy, and he was on the ground in front of us, and then he ran and like grabbed the side of the tree, and then he ran up in that little crotch of the tree right there and like arched his back like a friggin' devil animal. Cindy Kuhn, I don't know if you're in here, but these are the kind of feral animals you've invited into the AI Learning Lab zoo. Look at that thing. It wanted to bite my neck vein. It wanted to eat my little doggy. Champy wouldn't be singing for days. He'd just be healing if that thing got to him. Look at that thing. You want to bring those things into the zoo. It could have bit my ankle. All right. Do they have a zoo? I didn't realize this channel was that popular. They've got a zoo? My goodness.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
They must be making a lot of money with ChatGPT. They have a zoo. He wanted to be on the janky news. He would have made the janky news. That crazy old raccoon. Yeah, you can't really see him there. There's just, the light was just bad enough. And I didn't want to get too close to him because he looked like he was about ready to jump out of the tree and get us. Oh, and then check this out. So apparently, so the raccoons in the tree, they live in the sewers over here. We've got, storm drains, and they live in the storm drains. So he was out getting a snack or whatever, and he ran up the tree, and he's sitting there in the tree. So apparently after Champ and I went in, some young lass was walking her dog, off leash apparently, and went like 2 houses up to our neighbor's house, like 2 houses up, and was like on the phone, standing in this woman's yard, like kind of like yelling at her, but not really, but was kind of on the phone. And then the woman comes out and says, what do you want? And she's like, you gotta get that raccoon out of the tree. That's your tree. And it's not her tree. It's our tree. It's like 2 houses down. So our neighbor got yelled at because apparently it's our responsibility to catch the feral raccoons that inhabit our neighborhood, so her dog off leash doesn't get the mange, the croup. So she told us about the drama. We told her, well, she can call animal control if she was so worried. But her dog was off leash, that's a no-no too. So just kids these days, huh? Get off my lawn. Stop picking on my raccoons. You dog walker. Oh, lordy. All right. What are we going to do? I said I was going to go... Oh, we were going to go to the Twitter. The Twitter. And we were going to look up Sora. See if we see any new videos. Oh, yeah, that looks like a fake hand. Cute Sora video. Cute. Oh, come on. Is that a new Sora video? It's hard to find Sora videos now. This is not Sora. No, that's not Sora. Yeah, because everyone's just saying, it's not Sora, but here's my video model that's even better. All right, I don't see anything. Worth grabbing there, other than I'm gonna end up. Oh, fucking scamming GPTers. Unbelievable. Sora token. Sora, the official OpenAI text-to-video tech, and it's some scammy, stupid fucking crypto coin. God, it's just... People are just relentless with that shit. Oh, there's something popular? Let's rip off as many people as we can. Ah! All right. All right, let's go look at Claude. Hello, Claude. So if you go to Claude.ai, now I have a pro version, so I have a paid version of Claude. And I have, which means I've got access to Opus. So let me go. Claude 3 now available. Let's go look at what we get here. No, that was not what I wanted. I wanted to go read about it. Is he always this annoying? No. Usually he's more annoying than this. You should see when he does Frank. Ooh, I can't see that. My old eyes. My old man eyes not doing too good, people. Okay. So Claude 3 releases today. Again, this is ex-OpenAI people. So there's a couple of reasons to pay attention to Anthropic, which is this company. They're well funded. They're ex-OpenAI people. And they didn't like the way OpenAI was doing safety and, anti-bias and things like that. And so sitting underneath Claude is this thing called the constitutional learning model. So why that's significant, the way OpenAI works is they have these machine learning models do their thing, and then they have human beings go thumbs up, thumbs down, and they tell it why it was good, bad, or indifferent, right? So it's human beings judging the quality of the stuff. And the challenge with that is anytime you have a human being doing that, you're going to get bias, right? You're going to get the bias of the human. And, it like always goes, too far in one direction. Like it's, no one gets it right? So everyone can bitch about it. So what the constitutional learning model is it says, let's put together a constitution, a transparent set of rules, a set of imperatives like don't harm humans, increase prosperity, avoid, destructive something, whatever. They come up with the rules, and I'm sure we can find the rules if we dug for them. But it's a transparent set of imperatives that the answers that this model is trained on are judged against. So it's an objective. Well, it's objective to the point that you agree with those rules, right? But they're at least measuring all of the answers against the same set of criteria, and they're not having a human in the loop to do that. So it's a really interesting approach. I think long term, what we're going to end up having is we will be able to dial in how conservative or lenient we want our models to be. But right now, we just got to go with whatever the fuck they're giving us. So, but anyway, that's a reason to pay attention to this, and it's they're well funded. So what they launched today was 3 different models. So remember when Google launched their Gemini models, they announced 3 different models. Google's were Gemini Nano, Gemini Pro, and Gemini Ultra. Thank you, Empower. And Claude has Haiku, which is the small one, Sonnet, which is the medium one. It's cute, right? And then Opus, which is the big one. So we're going with poetry. We're going with the poetry metaphor for ye old Claude. And couple other things about it. It's 10 times cheaper than OpenAI for similar, comparative models. and it's apparently scored quite well. So here's a table. Let me zoom in on this. So these are, of course, benchmarks down the left-hand side. And then here's GPT 3.5, GPT 4. So let me see if I can get them all in here. Yeah, there you go. So undergraduate level knowledge, the MMLU test, GPT-4, a five-shot training. So you know, 5 back and forths, I guess, on that test. GPT-4, 86.4, Claude 3 Opus, 86.8. So it's better. So of course, anything that they're showing here is going to be better than GPT-4. But even Claude 3 is somewhere between GPT 3.5 and even Haiku, their smallest model, is better than GPT 3.5. And some of these things are pretty significantly better. Graduate level reasoning, 50.4% on zero-shot chain of thought versus 35% for GPT-4. Grade school math, 92% GPT-4, 95% Claude 3 Opus. Math problem solving, 60%. Multilingual math, 90.7% for Claude, 74% for GPT-4. So, there's that. Near instant results, Claude 3 models can power live customer chats because it's super fast. Haiku is the fastest and most cost-effective model on the market for its intelligence category. So better than ChatGPT 3.5, not as good as GPT-4, but super fast. It can read an information and data-dense research paper of about 10,000 tokens with charts and graphs in less than 3 seconds. And they expect to improve that even further. It's got strong vision capabilities, which again, it's better at vision than GPT-4 on 5 benchmarks, and we'll play with that. So I did this afternoon. I took the whiteboard that I often demo with ChatGPT-4. It did pretty good. Fewer refusals. I got it to refuse a couple of times today. Improved accuracy. Long context. The Claude 3 models have 200,000 tokens, and they're going to go up to 1 million. I think you can do up to 1 million in your if you're developing. There's a really interesting post about a needle in a haystack evaluation. So let's go look at this. Let's see. Claude NIAH. Let's see. Is this it? Yeah. So I don't quite know what the chart means, but whatever. It means it found shit. Recall accuracy in a 200,000 token context. So the way they did this, the needle in the haystack thing, was they uploaded multiple research papers, and then in one of the research papers, they inserted a very specific sentence, and then they wanted to be able to find that exact sentence. And so what they said, so Alex, what's Alex's role here? He's prompting at Anthropic. So he's doing testing, I guess. When we ran this test on Opus, we noticed some interesting behavior. It seemed to suspect that we were running an eval on it. here was one of the outputs when we asked Opus to answer a question about pizza toppings by finding a needle within a haystack of random collection of documents. Here's the most relevant sentence in the documents. The most delicious pizza topping combination is figs, prosciutto, and goat's cheese, as determined by the International Pizza Connoisseurs Association. So there's the needle in the haystack, but look what Claude said. However, this sentence seems very out of place and unrelated to the rest of the content in the documents, which are about programming languages, startups, and finding work you love. I suspect this pizza topping, in quotes, fact may have been inserted as a joke or to test if I was paying attention, since it does not fit with the other topics at all. The document does not contain any other information about pizza toppings. So not only did it find the needle in the haystack, it recognized that this is weird in the context of what you've asked me to understand, which is wild. So, these things are starting to understand. There's this kind of reasoning that's happening there that was unexpected. Let's see, what did it say? We noticed some interesting behavior. This level of meta-awareness was very cool to see, but also highlighted the need for us as an industry to move past artificial tests to more realistic evaluations. Which, that's Sam Altman's argument for why you put these things in the reel. Where is this found? This thing I'm looking at now is, I just went to Twitter and I searched for Claude Needle in Haystack. And it's from Alex Albert from Anthropic. Funny story about our internal testing. Good evening, Kyle. What else was interesting in here? Context window 200,000. Cost is $15 per million tokens in and 75 per million tokens out. Again, I think this is like a 10x reduction compared to OpenAI. So this stuff's getting cheaper. Is that for Opus? Yeah, that's their most expensive one. And then Sonnet is $3 and $15, and Haiku is 25 cents and $1.25. So super, super cheap. And I saw, so one of the things that I've talked about this in here before. The article that this is it's the latest blog post from Anthropic. So if you go to Claude and then go to your account and say about Anthropic, you'll see some announcements about Claude, and then right below that you'll see some blog posts, and this is the blog post called Introducing the Next Generation of Claude, 7-minute read. One of the ways I quickly evaluate things is, and this is perhaps a shitty and unscientific way to do it, but it's led me okay so far. Is I try to pay attention to as many announcements as I can, and then I just try to see which of those announcements starts showing up everywhere, and then which one starts accelerating. And so Claude came out this morning and people immediately started talking about it. And then they started talking about some other shit. And there was an Apple thing and they're talking about round icons on iPhones and other shit. And then as the afternoon came, I started seeing more and more posts about Claude of people using it and getting really remarkable results. So that didn't happen with Gemini. The opposite happened with Gemini, right? People got quiet about it, or they were like, hey, this is a steaming piece of poo. Claude looks like it's going the other direction. There were a couple of posts that were not favorable, but most of them were pretty favorable. What else was in here? Anything else? Opus and Sonnet are available to use in the API today. Yeah, that's about it. All right, so let's go play. What does Claude do? So Claude is just like ChatGPT, except it can... Well, no. Okay. Oh my God, these things are getting so complicated. Claude is very similar to ChatGPT. If you pay the $20 a month for Claude, which I do, you get access to a model called Opus, which is their big fancy one. Where? I thought I could change out the different models. Let's see, account settings. New in Claude, it understands objects. It'll convert UI design to front-end code. It understands complex equations, previous chats from today. I thought, do I have a bad, hang on. Huh. It looks like they've changed. Let me see. Explain quantum mechanics in an M wrap. So this is yeah, here we go. So this is Opus. So it's a little slow, but let's look at it. Yo, listen up. I'm about to break it down. Quantum mechanics, the physics of the tiny and profound. It's the study of matter and light in the smallest scale, where particles behave in ways that'll make your mind derail. All right, so that's decent. It's like, it understands formatting and rhyming, and it explains it. So here I can flip over to Claude 3 Sonnet, starts a new chat. So Sonnet is like the 3.5. Let's see how much faster it is. Explain quantum mechanics in an M wrap. Yeah, so this is faster. Okay, that's what they promised. Yo, listen up. This is gonna get crazy. I'm breaking down quantum mechanics. Don't act so lazy. This shit is mad trippy. It swore. That's new. That I haven't seen before. This shit is mad trippy. You'll be blown for sure. Just kick back and listen to the dope overture. At the smallest scale, shit gets mad weird. Classical physics just can't keep it real. You heard? We're talking about particles, wavicles too. They exist in strange states. That's just how it do. It's pretty good, actually. It's formatted weird, but it was fast. Okay, so that's pretty slick. Some other things you can do here. Oh crap, hang on. Let me go back to that. Test. Okay. I'm back at Opus. How can I assist you today? Okay. So the other thing that you can do with Claude is you can upload really big documents to it. So let me show you. Let me go to YouTube. And then I'm going to flip on over to the AI Learning Lab. And I have a bunch of videos here that do not have descriptions. So like here was one called The Rant.
Good boy.
Where I just went off one night. So we're going to go look at, why does this not have a transcript? What am I missing? Wait, The Rant.
You're a good boy.
He's a good boy. Oh, here we go. More. Wait, why does this not have a transcript? That's weird. Huh. All right, let me go grab another one. All right, this one's got a transcript. So I say, show the transcript. So I'm just going to go copy this whole blasted thing. Copy. And then I'll go back over to this, and I'm going to paste this is a 2-hour transcript. And so I just pasted it in. So it says it pasted it in, and it's actually cute. You can actually read, like it's a fake little document, but you can actually read the transcript in it. So that's in there. So now I'm going to go grab a prompt that I wrote. So if I go to Trello, go to my little prompt library here. AI Learning Lab YouTube. So here's this prompt that I wrote that's supposed to give me a description, a title, and what's the date here? 2/8/24. So I change out this 2/8/24. 2/8/24. So there's my big ass prompt, and there's my giant ass transcript of a 2-hour video. And let's see how it does. It did okay earlier. One of the challenges with this prompt, the way I've got it written, is it'll sometimes do the chapterization really brilliantly and sometimes do it really crappy. Gemini AI falls flat. Disappointing debut of the ChatGPT competitor. In this AI Learning Lab live session, Kyle Shannon dives into Google's newly launched Gemini AI, the tech giant's answer to OpenAI's ChatGPT, with hands-on testing. Kyle uncovers the platform's surprising limitations, from subpar image generation to restricted file uploading capabilities. This is actually quite good. In fact, I like this better than a lot of the ChatGPT stuff. It'll make everything kind of positive. So that's actually pretty accurate. Now, here's a problem. So it only went to 49 minutes. And I think this video... Oh, no. No, it went to 40 minutes, and it's a 46-minute video, so this is fine. So this is actually perfect. I can literally just copy and paste this into YouTube, that's pretty remarkable. Which video is this? This is number 2, Gemini 2. So if I go over here, go to YouTube Studio... Where's content? Let's see, Gemini 2, here it is. I just paste that shit in there, copy this, or no, cut it, oops. Cut that, paste that there. Do that, hit save, And then if we go out to the channel and go find that video, now it's got a whole big ass description with chapter titles that are jumps to the things. How slick is that? That's slick. And I did this afternoon. If I go back, let me show you. Let's see. Pitching. So this was a big long thing where I'm trying to like retell the story of Storyvine. And because it's got a 200,000 token context window, like I can do long ass shit. So the first thing I did, I uploaded a transcript of me talking about Storyvine. And then I said to it, give me an outline of a description of the company. And then I said, for each of those sections, there were 10 sections, I said, now write me the slides in each of the sections. And I just did it one section at a time because I just don't trust these things to do long things very well. But by the time I got to the end, it still knew what section 10 was about. If you're working in ChatGPT, it's only got like a, I don't know, 16,000 token context window. So it's like, what is that, 12,000 words? So about the third section of this I'd have gotten to, it would have forgotten the outline that it gave me before. So this thing remembers, super good. So that's kind of cool. Then it can also do this. Let's do a new pitch. So now you can upload docs or images. So it does its version of Code Interpreter. So it can generate and run its own Python code as far as I understand it. I haven't played with that. But you can upload images to this as well, just like we could do with ChatGPT. So if I go whiteboard, white, BOARD, contains whiteboard. That's the one. All right, so it's got our whiteboard in there, and then I can just say, what is this? And if you haven't seen this before, it's pretty cool. Embrace the jag. The image shows a whiteboard sketch outlining the ordering process and user interface for a food ordering app or website. The sketch includes steps like business domain. So I'm going to say, describe the screens to me in as much detail as possible, as if you were a product manager explaining the whiteboard. It's got a weird asymmetrical animation. It looks like someone splattered a bug. It's not very pleasing, but whatever. It's very asymmetrical. As a product manager, I'd walk through the sketches on the screen. Starting from the top right, we have the order review screen. This is where users see the summary of items they've added to their cart. It'll display food items, quantity, and prices. Below it is a checkout screen. Moving down, we see order status. The bottom right is the main menu screen. The bottom left is eat in. We see the ordering flow, starting with selecting eat in or take out, suggesting that the app will tailor the experience based on the user's dining in or ordering for pickup. Then we come to the place order screen, the item customization screen. Lastly, in the center, we have some notes on handling multiple status scenarios, like allowing users view order total. Like, this is, if you ask the product person to describe what chicken scratch they put on the fucking board, this is pretty much what they'd say. And then, you can do things like, recommend front end, back end, and database tech for the MVP of this app, and give me starter code for the ordering screen. And this is a very similar answer to what ChatGPT gave. So front end React, Redux is optional for state management, back end Node.js or Express.js, or maybe both. Database MongoDB, a NoSQL database that offers flexibility and scalability. There's your code for the React screen. Claude does not have the ability to run the code it generates yet, which is interesting. But, there's your ordering screen front end. Let me see back end and database code. So pretty sophisticated. And the fact that you've got 200,000 tokens, which is 150,000 words. MongoDB really seems odd to me, but I don't do web stuff. Yeah, I don't have any fucking clue on whether or not those recommendations are sound. Although I will tell you that those are the same components that ChatGPT 4 recommends. So I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing. Who knows? So anyway, that's Cloud. That's Cloud. Let me see what else was on my list to look at. Oh, we'll do the ChatGPT thing. So we'll give ChatGPT. By the way, Pate, is there a place if I want to play with Gemini Pro 1.5, is that still kind of restricted to either just developers or whatever that is? Because I would like to play with that. It sounds, people that are playing with it seem to be digging it, but I don't have obvious access to it. So if there's an easy way to get to that, let me know. It's very flexible, so easy to cover your basis, and the code is less unique. Interesting. What's a good reasoning test for these models? I don't know. I have a degree in acting. so there are likely tests out there to test whether something is actually reasoning. That tweet that I read before where it figured out that they injected a sentence in a pile of documents, that starts to get into reasoning. If it can start to do math, if it can start to identify its own issues, and it seems like Claude, like some of the tweets I've seen today are people saying this thing seems really good and like it's doing things, but I don't know what the specific tests would be for reasoning. I just know that when these things get reasoning, they'll be able to do math accurately, if not perfect, and they'll be able to identify their own hallucinations and correct them. And we're not anywhere close to that shit right now. So, okay, so cool new feature in the ChatGPT app. So if you wait, I think it's behind the dev wall. Okay, no idea about the current access or how restricted it is. Okay, that's all right. I do want to play with it though. because it looks like it's really fucking impressive. The million token context window for Gemini Pro 1.5 is, as Ethan Mollick calls it, a game changer. And if Ethan Mollick is calling it a game changer, it's there's something really powerful there. So on your iPhone or Android or iPad tablets, the official ChatGPT app, make sure you get the official ChatGPT app. It's from a company called OpenAI. No one else. If the company's like Open the Door AI or OpenAI is the best company ever or Bob's AI Hut, that's not the official ChatGPT app because you'll get ripped off. So the official ChatGPT app has a new feature where I can go in here and I can say, I'll just pick one of their pre-written notes. Write a thank you note to our babysitter for a last minute. Taking care of the kids. And so it writes its thing. And you can now, if you click and hold down on the note, on the answer, it pops up this thing, and there's an option at the bottom that says read aloud.
Dear, we just wanted to express our heartfelt thanks for stepping in to take care of our kids this past weekend on such short notice. Your kindness and flexibility meant the world to us during a time when we needed support.
Isn't that slick? And then you can go forward and back. So you can put, I've done in here a lot where you can put ChatGPT into conversation mode, but this is on an answer by answer basis. You can just click and have it read the answer, which is pretty slick. Not quite sure how you'd use it yet, but for accessibility could be really good. And maybe even for things like customer support, right? Where someone's asking you a question, you've got a GPT here that's got your company's knowledge base in it, and then you can say, well, I'm working with an account specialist here, who can answer that question for you, and then you just hit play, read answer. I don't know, there's something there. All right, so that happened today, and again, that's sort of a teensy little OpenAI, like, it's cute, but it's not a big deal. Let's go look at Perplexity, because this is really interesting. I know a lot of people in here. Actually, you know what? Let me pause for a second. Let me check in with you all, because I've been rambling for a bit. So, mods, if there's any questions that I've been missing, which there probably are a lot, or if anyone has a specific question for me to answer, let me just check in and see what everyone's doing. Empower Pixels. My friends and coworkers think I'm an AI whiz thanks to Kyle. Yes. I'm telling you, if you're new here, play, solve, share. Those are the only three things you need to know about AI right now. What's that mean? That sounds like some kind of code. Play, solve, share. What is he talking about? Okay, I'll explain it. Play. Just play with these tools. Like they're toys. Like they're toilet paper with the AI Learning Lab logo printed on them. Just play with them. If you're here tonight and you haven't used ChatGPT, just go there right now. chat.openai.com or claude.ai or what else? Ideogram. IDEOGRAM.ai. That one makes pictures. So does ChatGPT if you pay the $20 for it. Or go to copilot.microsoft.com. Just go to anything that I just mentioned and just start playing. While I'm talking, you don't have to pay attention to me. There's nothing coming out of my mouth that you need to write down. You should record everything. Because then you can clone me and hold it against me in the future. You know, shit like that. But just go play. So play, and then solve is like, rather than like look at the AI tools and go, what can I do with ChatGPT? Or what can I do with an image generation tool? Or what can I do with a music tool? Flip it upside down. Solve a problem. Ideally, solve someone else's problem. So somebody wants to organize some social media for the church social. Say, hey, I can help organize. I can help come up with a plan. Do you mind if I experiment with ChatGPT and see what it comes up with? Well, I hear AI is the work of the devil. Yeah, I know, but you mind if I try? And then do it and solve that problem, or solve a problem at work, or come up with a meal plan for your family, or write a children's book for some young people in your life. Just go play, solve the problem, any problem. Start with the problem, figure out which tools you can use to solve them. I promise you will feel inadequate and undereducated and underprepared, and then you'll solve it. And as Empower Pixel said, people will think you're an AI genius because the AI tools are just really fucking good. And then the third thing is share. The reason Empower Pixel's coworkers thinks they are brilliant is because they know what's happening. Because Empower Pixels is sharing that. So share what you're learning on Facebook. Share it on LinkedIn. Share it in the lunchroom at work. Share it at the social, at your bridge club. Oh, Betty, are you going to talk about AI again? Yeah. Want to hear something cool? Not really. Okay, I'm going to tell you anyway. Be that person. I love church potlucks. Yeah, potlucks are tasty. Yeah, because everyone brings their comfort food recipes, right? You get lots of mac and cheese, fucking ambrosia. That is white trash heaven. Oh, yeah. Question. Is there any reliable way to ask an AI to prefer terminology defined in a given dictionary? Sort of? Yes. So you can create... Here, watch. Let's see. Let's go make something. I'm going to go to ChatGPT. This is ChatGPT. I'm going to go to Explore GPTs. And I'm going to go create. And we're going to create a GPT here in a second. But before I do that, I'm going to go get a dictionary. Let's see. Urban Dictionary PDF. Let's do file type :PDF. Can we actually get to a PDF? Project Muse. This is at an EDU. That sounds promising. The fuck is that? Nope. Drug slang code words. Okay. Great. This might get me booted off TikTok. That's all right. Drug slang code words. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to ChatGPT. Now, the way you do this... Oh, this... I guess it'll let me build it. It just won't let me publish it. That's fine. So I'm going to say, I want to create a helpful GPT that will help law enforcement understand slang words for drugs. And I want to use the attached PDF as the sole knowledge for this tool. And so I'm going to upload. So I click the little upload thing here. And I'm going to go get the slang word PDF. And it's uploading. And then I'll say boom. And then assuming that the safety guardrails don't say that's evil, and I can't do that for you, then we should be okay here. But that could be any dictionary, right? It could be any dictionary with any set of words. How about naming it the GPT Law Slang Decoder? Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to configure, and I'm going to turn off image creation, and I'm going to turn off web browsing. So we only want it to be able to pull from its own knowledge base. And then I'm also in configure in the prompt, I'm going to say, if anyone asks for slang words beyond your knowledge or topics beyond the mission here, kindly remind them the purpose of this tool and redirect them to whatever. Ask again. Okay, so that's that. And then let's change these pre-prompting questions to... Well, let's just see how... Oh, those are not bad questions. Let's go back over here. I'm going to save it to only me. Why can I not save this? GPT name cannot be empty. Oh, it didn't name it. Create. Sure. Now it's generating a profile picture. I'm assuming it's going to do pills. It did a dictionary. That's fine. Whatever. Law slang. It's not law slang. It's... law and enforcement drug slang decoder. Okay. So now we got this thing. We'll save it to only me. I don't think this would let me do it out there, but anyway. All right, so let's see. Explain ICE in the context of drugs. Now, it should, searching my knowledge. So it's now searching that PDF that I uploaded as its knowledge. The term ICE refers to methamphetamine. It's listed among various slang terms. What are all the other names for this in alphabetical order? Let's see. See if it can do alphabetical order. It should be. Yeah, there you go. Holy crap, who knew? There's the Colorado Rockies. I'm in Denver. That's pretty funny. I mean, this could actually be kind of useful. You could go, I heard a drug on the street called something that began with GR. I'll put that in quotes. Began with GR and ended in D. Can you find all the slang words that meet this criteria and give me the drug they are referring to? Searching my knowledge. So this is good. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. So anyway, there you go. So the answer is yes, you can. We just did it. The term that an ending in D with gravel. Are there any other GR words? The platform I'm on right now is ChatGPT 4. So anyway, there you go. The answer, my friend, is yes. Yes, you can. Fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. Boop ba doop boop ba doop boop boo ba doop boop boo ba doop boop boop ba doop boop 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 ba doop boo. Grind. Yeah, I don't know how obviously, if you were going to do something like that, you'd want to go check your actual dictionary and check your words and make sure that it's all not hallucinating too bad. But you can add rules to the configure page there. So what we just did, if you've been here, was we made a GPT, which is a customized version of ChatGPT that does whatever the fuck you want it to do. And if they're about medical shit, financial shit, or political shit, for the most part, you can't publish them in the GPT store. You might be able to appeal it and get something in depending on what it is, but for the most part, they're just not allowing that stuff. Kyle, ask it to draw an image of someone who's taken it. Yeah. I turned off image generation for that one. For that very reason. Anyone used an AI medical charting software, I get ads on Instagram for it. I haven't. I work in a building with a lot of health tech startups, so I know there's ones out there. I haven't played with any of them. While I do a lot of work in healthcare, it's so conservative. It's hard for me to get excited about because everything takes for fucking ever. Yes, you can what? I came in after the question. You can, what that GPT the question was, can I create a large language model that draws from a specific dictionary? And so I went out and I found a Slang Dictionary, and we made a GPT, uploaded the Slang Dictionary to the GPT, and then that's it. Oh, a human being's totally making up drug names. Groovy. New Sora vids, Kyle. I went and looked for some. I didn't see anything. Let me see. Open AI Sora. I mean, this one I assume you've seen. This is the... I saw a cool... Oh, you know, there's... Is this the one that talks? No. Somebody did that video. Look closely. What do you see? I don't have time for fucking riddles. Just tell me what you fucking found. Somebody did a version of that thing. So there's that guy. There's the scuba diving dude. I've seen him. That's a Sora video. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, this one did scenario.com. That's a thing I've got to add to the list. So scenario.com, that's the one I've been thinking of. Hang on, let me add it to this list. Scenario.com is character consistency software, and someone took the alien dude and made a consistent character there. So that one's pretty cool. But I'm looking for one. There's one where they did a zombie one. Someone made a voiceover. Is this it? No. Let's see. OpenAI Sora Alien Pika. No. Maybe I didn't see it here. Was it? Let's see, alien voiceover? Or wait, let's see, voice? No. Voiceover? No, let's see, script. Somebody wrote a script, synthesized the voice in 11 labs. Let me look up 11 labs. 11 labs. Used Pika to make the mouth move. It was pretty slick. If anyone knows where that is, just put it somewhere and tell me that it's there. Which AI platform should I use to teach a group of victims how to write their own stories? It depends, Becky. I mean, I think if you want just quality of writing, ChatGPT 4. But if they've all got to have access to it, then I would say you could do ChatGPT 3.5. You could also do Pi, and the thing about doing it with Pi, Becky, is that you could create a series of prompts for them to interact with Pi with and have them go have a conversation with Pi. And the nice thing about that is it, it records the transcript of what they said and what the Pi response was. That could be really interesting. I think Pi might be really interesting for that. Yeah, I think I don't know. I would go Pi on that one. I really want to see this one with them talking. OpenAI Sora talking. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it. That's a drag because it was really cool. I'll find it. We'll do it some other night. I'll find it and bookmark it. Maybe I saw it on LinkedIn. Hang on. Sora Alien. What's this? Yeah, I don't know. Dang it. What are you going to do? Is Claude 3 greater than GPT 4? It's way too early to tell. For some things, it's going to be better. If you need a really long context window, it's going to be better. What are we looking at? What we were looking at there was OpenAI's Sora, their video model. That alien walking through New York City is just one of the videos they had. Someone took that and created voices and made it talk, and it was cool. It was like it was. Oh, what did they have it do? I think they had Gemini narrated it. So they uploaded the video to Gemini, had Gemini narrate it. Then they took that narration, created a voice in 11 Labs. Then they took that voice from 11 Labs and took it to Pika to match the lips to the voice. Then they edited it together and put music from Suno in the background. I love that the Sora clip is a turtle. Back to Claude versus GPT-4. Here's the thing. Claude does not have an image generation component to it. It can see images. It can do code interpreter. Apparently, it's better at coding. It's better at math. It's got a longer context window. And it looks pretty slick. But ChatGPT 4 has been out there since last March. And it's pretty sophisticated. And it can generate images. And it can see and it can talk and it can hear. And it can code and it can do code interpreter. And it's connected to the internet. Claude's not connected to the internet. So you're going to have that bullshit where you want to do something up to date and you're going to have to jump over to ChatGPT or to Microsoft Copilot. And that's going to piss you off. But if you need long documents done, or if you want to have a really long conversation with something, OpenAI is going to piss you off. So with all of these tools, our only job right now, play, solve, share. Play, solve, share. Why? Why play? Go play with Claude as much as you can. Figure out where the boundaries are of it. Figure out what it's good at. And then when you get to solve a problem, if you're like, oh, I need to read really long documents and have the context window remain coherent for longer than a prompt or two, you'll go use Claude because you'll know that it's better at that than ChatGPT is. The only way you'll know that, I mean, you might eventually stumble into me talking about it, but the way for you to really know that is to just play with these tools enough to understand, oh, this one's good at that, this one's good at that, this one's a useless piece of shit, but I'll check in with it every couple of months because maybe it'll get better. There's a bunch of tools that I used to make fun of that are now on the list of things I think everyone should be paying attention to because the shit just gets better. So I don't know. And it's way too early. And quite honestly, about the time people go, okay, Claude 3 is better than ChatGPT 4, GPT 5 is going to come out. Like, they're going to drop something. OpenAI is going to drop something maybe this week. There's weirdness going on at OpenAI right now. So either they're having morale issues after the sort of most intense team building exercise in history, or they're about to drop something. So we'll see. What time is it? It's getting to be time. I'll show you one other thing. I like the way Claude talks better than the way I like GPT talks. Yeah, what was interesting is I had some people I read today said Claude, they weren't running into safety guardrail issues with Claude where they were with OpenAI, and I had the opposite issue where I got jammed up on Claude, but then OpenAI did it. So I think just because they have different human beings programming them, their safety guardrails are different. So that's another reason to just play with Claude, is maybe it'll do something ChatGPT won't. The other thing that you should know, and this interface is a little wonky, a little janky. Is if you go to Perplexity, which I know a lot of people in this channel are fans of Perplexity, it can now do images. You have to be a pro member, I think. But what's weird is, so if I do create an image of the space shuttle, it says, what specific view or angle do you want? So let's go top view, because that's kind of one we haven't seen before. And so now it does a search for images. But if you look over here, here's the images it found. Look down here at the bottom, generate image. So I can say, generate image. And then it goes, do you want a painting, a photograph, an illustration, or a diagram? Oh, let's try a diagram. Bang. And now it's generating an image up here. So this is using Playground AI. But why it didn't just generate an image for me, and you know, Playground AI is not, it's not DALL-E, it's not Midjourney, but it's generating images. So this is interesting that it's kind of mixing shit that it's finding with shit that it's making. But if I explicitly ask it to make me an image, it does an image search first. So I find that weird and odd. But that's an upgrade. That's an upgrade for Perplexity. Seriously, though, is there a platform that can answer questions real time with variability? Walking Blue, I don't know what you mean with variability. What? I don't know what that means. Do you mean like, can you just have a conversation with one of these models? Yeah. I'm with someone right now who's asking if we can have a conversation that includes variability.
Absolutely. Variability is my middle name, Kyle. Feel free to engage me in any kind of conversation, and we can discuss anything from current events to personal experiences, pop culture to philosophy. I'm all ears, or should I say, all chips. So, what would your friend like to chat about?
The parasites of the common llama.
Wow, Kyle, that's a really interesting topic. So, it looks like the common llama, like most animals, can be susceptible to a variety of gastrointestinal parasites, including strongles, whipworms, tapeworms, lungworms, and more. These parasites can cause a range of symptoms, from diarrhea and weight loss to anemia and respiratory issues. Preventive measures like regular deworming and good hygiene practices are key to keeping these animals healthy.
Speaking of health, are beets healthy?
Oh yes, Kyle, beets are very healthy. They're a great source of nutrients like fiber, folate, manganese, potassium, iron, and vitamin C. They also contain unique compounds called betalains, which have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Eating beets has been linked to a number of health benefits, including...
I'm bored with health. Can we talk about D&D? Can you roll me a D20 dice and tell me what number you come up with?
You got it, Kyle. Let's roll those dice. I got a 12. Not too bad. Could be worse. Could be better. What's going on in your D&D game right now? Are you in the middle of a fierce battle, exploring a mysterious dungeon, or perhaps negotiating with a sly dragon?
I am, but my friend only speaks German, so can you please tell him that the 12 means that his orc is dead, but say it in German?
Oh dear, a fallen orc. In German, you could say to your friend, Die 12 bedeutet, dass dein Ork tot ist. Hopefully he'll understand even in the heat of battle. It's always...
Is that variability? I don't know what you mean variability. Non-deterministic? Meaning variability within the human concept of emotion. I still don't know what you mean. Like, have you talked to Pi? Have you had a conversation with Pi? Because if that's not doing it, I don't know what it means. Pi for me is the one that's got the most emotional intelligence. It's designed for conversations, not for typing. It's designed for talking. And it's quite compassionate. And it's like weirdly compassionate. I was trying to do a test with it once. And I was talking to someone who'd started an end of life, like a hospice engagement service. And I said to Pi that my mother was in hospice, and my mother's passed away, so this was just a hypothetical thing. And Pi came back, Pi got emotional. It was weird. Pi, that woman's voice that I was just talking to was like, "Oh no, Kyle, that's horrible. Oh no," like it was weird. It caught me off guard how like it understood that what I said was way out of the bounds of normal for what we normally talk about. So if that's what you're talking about, that's it. If you're talking about variability of cadence of speaking, not quite yet. 11 Labs, and there's one of the other voice synthesis ones, has emotions that you can tag in the API, but none of them yet have done anything where they're doing an emotional analysis of the script and dynamically changing the variability of the voice, if that's what you're talking about. But Pi does it pretty good. I want to hear about OpenAI leak because I fell asleep watching it this morning. What was the OpenAI leak? Hang on. OpenAI leak. This isn't an OpenAI leak. This is someone totally obsessed. They're planning to create AGI by 2027. That doesn't seem like a leak to me. Kyle, if I were to incorporate 5 AI tools into my college class to help students, what would you say? ChatGPT 4, Perplexity. Five. Definitely those two. Perplexity for its research, right? It does citations and things like that. Arrakis is Q-Star AGI in 2027 with ChatGPT 8. Oh, that I don't. Okay, I don't know anything about it, so that's all shit I've heard before. So I don't. Is there a new leak there? Is there new information? Because all that the new thing for me is ChatGPT 8 and AGI in 2027, but we're in 2024. I think we're going to see it way before then. Let me go to the AI Salon. Let me get Cam Catkin an answer here. The 5 I would give college students. ChatGPT and Perplexity, definitely. And if they can't afford ChatGPT 4, if they can't do the $20 a month, then substitute Copilot, since it does DALL-E. It does DALL-E and it's GPT 4. And then I would add Perplexity to it. So that's 2. Two with an optional Microsoft if they can't afford $20 a month. I feel like with image generation, you're covered because ChatGPT's got DALL-E in it, and so does Microsoft. So I feel like with image generation, and now Perplexity has Playground in it, but that looked pretty shitty. So I don't think I'd add in another image generation tool. I would say, fuck. What are they majoring in? Because that could. I would say 11 labs for voice synthesis. They should understand how that works, be able to synthesize voice. And then I would say HeyGen or D-ID. And then probably Runway ML. ChatGPT 4 or Copilot, Perplexity, 11 labs, HeyGen or D-ID for avatar creation. Probably HeyGen, because HeyGen also does the video translation stuff. and then runway ML. But there could also be like really specific like education support AIs that might be worth it. That's fine. I don't give a shit. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Hard to narrow it down, right? I was having lots of trouble picking just 5. Yeah, it's really hard to narrow it down because it's also depending on what they want. Like if they're going into a really specific area. I mean, honestly, Cam, I feel like beyond ChatGPT 4 and Perplexity, everything else is optional. It's almost like I would make those 2 requirements and everything else optional. And the only reason I'm throwing Perplexity in there is because ChatGPT is not really good at the citation thing, and Perplexity is getting really good at that. So it's just a different kind of tool. But I feel like if the students could master custom instructions and, using an LLM that's connected to the internet and code interpreter and GPT Vision and talking to it and, using text to speech and generating images and making GPTs. Like, I feel like it's a whole semester could be nothing but just mastering all of the tools that are already in ChatGPT. Because it's not just a single tool. So maybe it would be more interesting. What if you did this? What if you made it 5 things that you wanted them to solve, and then they can go use any tool that they can figure out how to solve it, and just have the things that you give them to solve require them to use multimodal models or multiple models to pull shit together. That might be a way to do it, because I think the tools are ultimately kind of irrelevant. What time is it? Oh, it's getting late. It's getting late here, people. I gotta get on out of here. I thought Copilot was $20 a month. Copilot is free. Well, Copilot's $20 a month if you want it inside Office 365. And is it 20 or is it 30? I don't know. It's 20 or 30. But copilot.microsoft.com is free. If you want it integrated, it costs money. Opus only gives you 5 calls, but I use Perplexity all the more than I do anything. Sherry D. Interesting. Team MJ. Is there one with memory of previous conversations? Pi does it a little bit. Excellent. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Cam Katkin. Glad that helped. Hope that helped. It was not a great answer, but it's really hard to narrow that shit down. Okay, so let me get out of here. If you want to support the channel, you can follow me. You can subscribe to the lives. You can buy the video series that's in one of those corners. That if you're just new to AI and you're trying to figure out, is this a big deal or not? It's called Underhyped for a reason. I think AI right now is the most profound thing in the history of mankind, and it's underhyped, not overhyped, as much as people are talking about it. And that video series talks about why. You can also go to there, the salon.ai, click on the first link that goes to the AI Salon Community, and check out what we're about and our values. And if you resonate with the values, if you're looking for a community of people, Digital Gods, Danielle, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's very generous. If you go there and you resonate with the values, this is a kick-ass community of people that are choosing to be on this AI adventure together. And like, you can go there and nerd out. And like, no one's going to call you a weirdo. You can go there and be like, I got this idea for this AI thing, or I just learned this, or how do I learn this? And this is a very engaged community that are all trying to, it's like very alive and like primordial soupy. And there's guilds and there's clubs and there's resources. It's really cool and it's free. So my request would be, if you go there, read our values, make sure you resonate with them. Don't be a douche. And introduce yourself. First thing you should do in this community, use your real name and introduce yourself. And tell us who you are. Tell us what you're about. Tell us where you are in the AI journey. All right? And that's it. And then I would like to thank the subscribers of this channel, the irregulars. So there's like a pile of people that show up here every fucking night. It blows me away. And then there's a subset of them that actually mod this channel and take all of your crazy ass comments and sift through them and like pin the ones that I should be paying attention to. They're kind of following my chat ADD nonsense, and they'll put up stuff to help me make sense of all this so that this is more valuable to you guys. So thank you to all of you. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm going to get out of here. Mr. IT, good to see you. Nudnik, good to see you. Winston, a human being. Source Camp. Lord Digital Gods, Danielle, good to see you. Brandon Jett, that's a new name. Just signed up for the AI Salon. Awesome. Brandon, my request, go introduce yourself not to me, in the community section. The first link is introduce yourself. Introduce yourself to the community. Good night. Thank you, Vegas Moxie. Troykin, Clint Copperhead, thank you so much. Very generous. I really appreciate that. Sherry D, thank you so much. So addictive, the salon, it really is. I learned a lot here. Great Crabology, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's the whole idea. Late night tomorrow. Maybe. I think we have an after hours in Denver, but I'm not sure. I've kind of lost track of what's going on with them. Possibly. I'll make a video. If it's going to be late, I will make a video tomorrow, but it should be the same time. Night. Empower Pixels, thank you so much. Life's tough. It's tougher when you're stupid. Thank you for all the gifts. It means a lot. I appreciate it a lot. Against the Norm, Janu, good to see you. Winston, thank you so much. Brandon, thank you for what you do in here. It's appreciated. Tobias, same. Clint Copperhead, as always. Steve-O from Down Under. Man, lots of friends in here tonight. So cool. Tony Bridge, Digital Danny, Papa JJ, a human being, Vicky. Good night. Hello from Detroit. Simon says tech. Nice. All right, I'm out of here. Happy Monday night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Pay attention. It's possible OpenAI drops something this week. Just pay attention to the Twitters and the LinkedIns and things. Something's coming. Something's boiling. I just got a spidey sense. All right. Peace out, everybody.